I think we're in live and we could start. Uh, okay, hello everyone. Please text in the chat, I think one or plus if you hear us. And also you could ask some question in our chat. Let me check that all is okay. Yeah, I see us on YouTube. I think all is okay. Yeah, I see plus, I see one. Okay, Ariel, you got start.
Okay, of course. Thank you, Gary, for the opportunity to start a new webinar. Let's talk about what is interesting for us. Welcome, everybody, to our webinar today, the basics of prospecting and how to find and approach potential clients. So thank you very much for joining us once again. Without further ado, let's start. Okay, so when we sign up to be a white label, actually our mission, it's very simple. You are not just selling a software, you are helping businesses stop losing money. I truly believe that Boomerang Me it's a platform that helps businesses to save money. Why? Because it's much easier to sell to the same customer over and over and over and over and over again than to acquire a new one. By the way, I can see the stats of my clients, and this what I'm saying, it's a fact. Okay? As you know, most of businesses are actually lacking revenue and not keeping customers coming back. So for an instant, they can make a promotion, they can use digital influencers, they can pay tons of money for ads, they can bring the customer in, but how do they bring the customer back? This is our secret sauce, let's call it this way, and this is what makes us different than other loyalty platforms in the market. We truly can bring the customer back, and on top of that, we can even measure it and help the business to take better decisions. Okay, what I'm trying to explain is that it's much easier and cheaper to sell again for an existing customer than to acquire a new one. As I said earlier, your role is to help them realize that and take action. Okay, when you start to talk with some business owner, some decision maker, you are not only a loyalty program provider, you also want to help. This is something that I say over and over and over and over. I'm here to help you to make more money. So they feel trusted, they feel secured, and they likely will move forward for next steps. By the way, guys, if someone has a question regarding to this, you're more than welcome to ask on the chat, and I will stop my pitch and talk about it. Okay? In the meanwhile, I'm going to move to the next slide. Okay, so who are actually our ideal clients? I think that the answer is everyone. Okay, everyone is a potential client. In the beginning, in the early years that I use Boomerang Me, I'm a user already 3 years almost. I would targeting only the food industry. However, with time, I see that every business need attention, every business need a better communication with their clients, and every business need loyalty. So it can be barber shop, hair salon, nail salon, laundry places. I have some clients that they are renting some roller skating. I have clients that are renting paddle boats. Everything is possible with this product. Everybody need to understand their clients. This is why this product is so amazing and actually easy to sell. So all of them need repeat business and they need loyalty and communication. Salon, coffee shops, barber, dental, loyalty works everywhere. Okay. Pro tip: what I do before I reach out to a lead, if I want to talk to them, I actually check their social media. Why? Because business that doesn't care about communication, doesn't care about marketing, doesn't understand the purpose of it, will be a bit more challenging to convince him to move forward into a digital loyalty program. That's why I'm checking the social media to see if they are active, when was the last post, what is the quality of the post, so to see if they are engaging with their clients, because in the end of the day, if they are already engaging and we can add something on top of that, will be much easier to convince them. Okay, if you found a business like this that is very active on the social media, it's a solid opportunity. So please avoid this type of businesses that they are old-fashioned, the same owner for 40 years. You know what I'm talking about. Those are not ideal for us. Okay, moving on to the next slide. where to find them. Where do we find leads? Okay. In a matter of fact, if you're going to walk in your street, you will see a lot of potential leads. They are everywhere. Okay. Sometimes we are driving by car, we take the bus, we take a train, and we don't see what is under our nose. So the first days, with which type of clients do you work? Gary, can you help me with the questions, please, if you don't
Yeah,
mind?
it's my question.
It's
I
your question. Sorry.
yeah. Yeah, everyone, if you have any question, please ask in our chat, and Ariel and me will try to answer.
Okay, so you ask what type of clients do you work? So everyone, if it's a small local business, if it's franchises, if it's fancy restaurant, everyone can be. We even have a popcorn cart client in the middle of the street. Everybody is a potential client, and we cannot filter them as long as they want to grow, as long as they understand that engagement with the client after after the selling is important. All of those, no matter the niche, are actually potential clients. Anyone else with some questions? Please feel free. Okay,
Mm,
so
I think, yeah, we could next slide. Yeah.
so where to find the clients? Walk in, guys. Start to walk. Okay, don't be lazy. Start to walk in your street, in your neighborhood, in your city. You will find tons of potential clients that nobody look at them, nobody actually approach them. You sometimes you never ever saw them, but if you will get inside, if you will try to speak with the owner, if you will try to check it out how their business going and if there is a room for improvement, you can create opportunity just by walking in. Okay. Another cool place to find clients is obviously Google Maps, Yelp, TripAdvisor, to see who really care about reviews, who actually answer for reviews if they get bad review and care about their clients. So all those people that keep engaging, those are the type of customers that we want. Obviously, you also can find people in Facebook groups, Instagram pages, LinkedIn, cold calling, social media ads if you target the right people. Everything is possible. The opportunities are out there. We just need to create them. Okay?
Yeah,
The most
I want to add because the walking is a good tactics because I have some example. I was in some VR club with my friends, and we faced with the owner of this small VR club, and actually right now they are our clients, and it was, I don't know, one two touches deal, and it was easy. Yeah, I think it's really work actually.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And actually, the fastest way to create opportunity if you are a client of the place. So this is exactly what happened to you. You are a client. You actually create a scenario where you see a room of improvement. It's a real scenario because you are the client. You are talking in front of the business owner or the decision maker, and it's really easy to convince him. By the way, guys, this is a really good tip for you. If you are on a place with group of friends like Gary was, with your family, with your friend, whatever it is, drinking coffee, eating a sandwich, you can create opportunity. You just need to take an action and try it out. You're going to see that the owner will be there because you are a client, will listen to you, will want to know more. Just come with the right approach, with a smile, with confidence. Everything is possible. I also would like to share something that happened to me. I went to the movies with my family and friends, and while we were walking, I saw a kiosk in the mall that using paper cards, push cards. Okay, so I said to them, "You can keep going. I need to do something." I approached this kiosk and asked, "Who is the owner? How can I find him? How can I talk to him?" And they gave me his information number. After a week or so, no week, this one is a bit cheap, but after a month, he became our client. Why? Because I saw an opportunity while I was in family entertainment, and then why not? The opportunities are always there. We need to open our eyes to keep being sharp and just to create them. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Your magic opener, the first conversation. So we are not selling, we are opening a door. If we're going to go with approach that is immediately feeling like a salesperson, most of the time the business owner will feel it and will try to avoid us. Business owners doesn't like people that try to sell them. They see them every day. People try to call them, people try to reach them out by email, people try to reach them out by LinkedIn or even face to face. So you must to understand you are not selling them, okay? You are helping. I see that Amit join us. Hello, Amit. How are you?
Hi Ariel, hi Gary. I was there to just watch Ariel today, what he is doing.
Okay. I hope you will get some insights as well.
Yeah, I wanted to get some insight out of it for sure.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Okay, so what we can say, I love to say to business owners, it's time to modernize your business. We are in 2025. Sometimes business owners, they stuck in the past. They think that what they are doing is good enough, but then the results will not come. So when you show them something that it's more modern, like a digital loyalty card, something that actually can benefit their business and not for the short term, like ads on the Facebook, something for the long term, like really creating relationship. So I'm telling them, wake up, you are in 2025, it's time that your business will act like is in the future as well. Okay? If you are still using punch cards, those are the best clients. Okay? Clients that still use paper cards, it's easy peasy to convert them into the digital world. Okay? Another thing I like to say, I help businesses increase customer experience. Want to see how? Customer experience, think about it. When a customer come in, what type of experience he has after he leave the business. So this is something that we actually can help not only with retention, not only with loyalty, also general customer experience. Okay? And mind if I show you something real quick. If I'm gonna tell to the business owner, do you have 1 hour, half an hour, or like I'm gonna say a specific time frame, they most likely will think it will take a lot of time. That's why it's really important to say, may I show you something real quick? I'm not going to take much of your time. I know that your time is important, time is money. I want you to keep working. I'm not here to stop you to do what you are doing, but let me show you something real quick. When you come with this approach, it's really easy to move forward for the next step. Guys, any question regarding to this, by the way? Amit, if you have a question, please feel free.
I think, yes. I think right now the question is that I think is mainly for the agencies who are just starting out, whether they should follow an they should use LinkedIn or something as well to get the clients, or it should be always to go out and just talk to the businesses. What's your take on that?
I think it must be a mix of everything because you're never gonna know where will come the opportunity. You should be active door to door. You should be active cold calling. You should be active cold email. You should be active social media. So as long as you have more communication channels and you are active, you have bigger and better chance to convert. So I will not put all the eggs in one basket, if you know what I mean.
And how many touch point you require? Like, if you're going to a cold any of the shops or any of the local cafes and you're pitching your solution, how many touch point is required? That means how many times you have to go to them, or it is on the first day it they just get excited and they are going to ask for the trial, or it takes some time.
Yes, this is a very dependent question. If the business owner or the decision maker is there, so everything becomes faster and smoother because you are talking with the right person. However, if he's not there, you must to keep following up until you reach to the right person. I definitely will not recommend to spend your time and energy with the store manager or employees because they are not there to take a decision. So unless you don't speak with the decision maker, just try again until you find it. Sometimes it can take 4 to 5 touch points. Sometimes can take you can be lucky and meet him on the spot. It really depends. But it's coming back to what I said earlier. When you are a client of a business, it's much easier to reach to the business owner and to pass the gatekeeper. Normally, if you will come in a gold manner to a business and you're going to ask, may I speak with the owner? They will give you an excuse. He's not here. He's counting stock. He's with his lover. I don't know what they're gonna say. Okay, but when you are a customer, it's much easier. What happened to Gary? Gary gave a beautiful example. So when you reach out as a customer, I would like to speak with the business owner. Okay, just a minute, he'll be right there. Boom, you have an opportunity. It can be only by buying water or sandwich. You don't must to
Got
be
it.
making a big purchase.
You're right. I think it perfectly makes sense. And what if some of the agencies they want to do something, maybe, if I'm somebody who is not so comfortable going out, right? I want to do some kind of, maybe, though we have the AI prospecting tool for it as well, that is Richie. Uh, how do you think that the AI is going to be very different approach for these kind of clients, or do you think that the best approach is to go out and just sell it?
Yes, the best approach not exist because as long as you sell, everything is fine, right? So there isn't such a thing the best approach. You must to be trying everywhere. I think the AI what can help us is to reach to people in mass. I mean, not to spend so much energy about one client. You actually can try to open doors for big clients. It's good. If
I think Ariel, you are stuck. Your voice is not audible.
Yeah, a little bit issues.
can you hear me?
I
Yes.
think Ariel, you can try to rejoin because the voice is
Can
not
you hear me
audible.
now?
It's breaking up. Oh yeah, I think
Yes. Can you hear
again
me now?
it's kind of freezing and the video is freezing as well.
Oh, okay. Just 1 minute. It's a
Yeah,
Brazilian
no, no
internet.
worries,
Okay,
no
just a minute.
worries, no worries.
It's called South American internet. Okay, just give me 30 seconds. I'm
It's
coming back to
it's
normal.
it's the same in this part of the
Okay.
world where
No.
I live as well. It's like, if you have an internet problem, it is going to stay for like 5 or 6 days. Nobody is going to come. So it's very
Yeah.
similar here as
My problem. Okay.
well.
Thank you for understanding. Now can you hear me well?
Yeah, yeah, it's perfect now.
Okay. Thank you. I see Gloria on the chat. Gloria, actually, we talk a little bit a few times. Do you mind to share your experience with the tips I gave you? What happened when you start to use it? If you don't mind, of course. Regarding to your question about the AI, I think that AI actually can help us to reach to many clients with minimal effort. However, must to understand the thing, your title must to be straight to the point and interesting for the decision maker, and the message you are sending must to be good as well. Okay. Otherwise, you are just sending messages and looks like another one. Okay.
Right,
Okay.
I got you. I got you. I got you. So,
Okay.
when you go out and when you meet these, the local businesses, what is the primary, concern they have? Because, if it would be a perfect word if I would have gone to a coffee shop and they say, yeah, you have the perfect tool, let's implement it. There should be some, objections from them because they,
Absolutely.
they know the product is good. You have the perfect card you have created for them. But what is the objection they are going to put you on your face, and that is something that you have to be well prepared of. So what is the objection that you generally face?
Wow, I think that I'm so good that I almost don't get objections anymore because I already know how to lead the lead to where I want. However, a common objection can be, for example, I'm not sure it's going to work for me. Especially if you are a beginner, people might not trust your solution, or they're going to ask you who is using it already. Can you show me some results of others? Because people like to follow numbers. Okay, so this is an objection that I used to get in the beginning. Now not anymore. Thanks God, I don't have this objection. But something that we can show them, I think that the biggest power of Boomerang Me, it's the only SaaS product in the world that you can prove that it works because you can send them the push notification, right? So if I'm
Mhm.
sending the push notification, I already proved that the product is working. What else you want? You just need to use it, you know? So it's really easy to overcome this challenge.
I think it's very easy for you to say because you have nailed it, but again, for the others, it's sometimes very tough to even talk to somebody, right? So because I generally talk to many of the agencies owners and they are newbies, and somehow they rely on the offline approach rather than going straightforward on the market. But again, I think it's a good idea as well to get the
Okay,
objection directly from the business so that you can be prepared, right? So
absolutely.
that is actually a good idea. But again, can,
I would like to offer just a second if someone has an
yes,
objection that had some difficulty to share with us on the chat, and then I will answer what I would do instead.
yeah,
I see there is a message from Lex. Uh, okay. So go in, a customer asking to speak
To
with the
speak
business
with the
owner.
business
Yes.
owner, this is something to the owner like I really like your business here. I help businesses increase customer experience. Want to see how? It
Yes,
will be
Lex.
it will only take a minute. Yeah, perfect.
Yes, Lex. You actually got it. And I think that when you come as a customer, you come in a different position than you're trying to sell something. So yes, when I'm a customer, the owner kind of thinking, maybe he has a complaint, maybe he has a review. It's a customer, he spend money here, so I should give him my time and my attention. Okay. If you start with a compliment, for example, hi, I like your business. I'm a regular. Your staff is doing great. They're always smiling. The atmosphere is here all the time clean. You start with the compliment, so the person, the business owner, would like to listen what's come next. Always start with the compliment. If you go straight to the point, I have a loyalty program, can do this, can do that, he's not gonna listen. Okay, so start with a compliment. You got it. When you start with a compliment, after you can say something. I would like to have a suggestion to improve your operation. Are you ready to listen? And then I don't know any business owner that will tell you, no, I'm not. Everybody gonna tell you, please go ahead. What is it? I would like to know. I'm curious. And then it's much easier to bring him to where you want. So be a customer, start, ask the business owner, start with a compliment, and leave him to where you want. Okay? I see that Rafael from Brazil is asking me in Portuguese, so I'm gonna translate what he wrote. Um, he's asking me, there is a common objection in Brazil. Eh, eh, o uso não frequente de carteiras digitais. What do you mean? That if people in Brazil they are not familiar with this technology, please ask in English if you don't mind. This way it will be much easier to address this objection. Guys, if you have any objection you faced and you didn't know how to overcome it, this is your time to share with us and I will tell you what to do. Because I'm eating objections
Great.
for breakfast. Okay?
Great. And Ariel, when you started, at that time you prepared website or you have the white label material or something, or it was like, I do not need it, I have to just sell it somehow.
Yes,
Because
it
right
is.
now it's a lot of, people are just confused to get this and that, prepare everything, and then at the end maybe they're not able to close the clients, right? So how fancy
Absolutely.
you have to be on the very start, or it should be always the actionable steps that you need to take?
Absolutely. I think that website is very important if you want to be active in online presence, but it's not the most important thing. If you want to start slowly but steady and try to check out your local businesses, you don't need a website. You can have a simple landing page or something that actually talk about your business, explain roughly, because you will be able to convert those people into sales when you make a demo. Okay, this is the crucial part to bring them to a demo, to your comfort zone, where you show the product in action, when you show them example, when you show them what it can bring to their operation. So at the beginning, I think that social presence is not the most important thing, but
Not
it
the
is very important.
right. Okay, we have a question from Rafa. People
Yeah,
don't usually use digital wallets in Brazil like Apple and Google Pay. That's my point. But I think it's not Apple Pay or Google Pay, it's Apple Wallet and Google Wallet. For Apple devices, Apple Wallet comes by default. With Google devices, we have the PWA cards. We have, you can have it on the Google devices as well, the Google Wallet. It's up to you.
yeah.
So I think it works perfectly fine in Brazil. We have some of the resellers from there as well. Anybody who want to ask any of the questions directly from Ariel, because Ariel is on fire today.
Yeah, guys, I'm on fire. So if you have questions, it's the time to ask.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Let me just sharpen your answer to Rafa, because in Brazil is where I am at.
Hmm.
Surprisingly, people understand what are the digital wallets, but if they don't, you have the options of PWA. So even though the person doesn't have a Google Wallet or Google Pay or Apple Wallet, whatever it is, you still can use the PWA. But you need to understand that this is the future. Okay, I like to say to if you guys are, by the way, not in the United States or more modern place like South America, like where I'm at, it's very good to say that our platform is in 2030. Okay, why? Because soon not going to have more a credit card, the physical one, everything going to be inside of the cell phone. And if you're not going to adapt it, you would stay behind. So you can choose if you want to follow us, the leaders, or you want to stay behind. It's up to you. You know? So it's really easy to convince them if they don't understand what is the importance of digital wallet.
Great, great. Anybody who has any questions can ask directly to Ariel. And if you do not have, I have many. Right.
So
So,
ask.
so I would like to ask you one thing that how many clients, if we are talking about how many clients you have onboarded with your approach, that is the outbound approach where you visit some of the locations and you onboarded them, and how many clients you have onboarded through online activities if you are doing any kind of ads or anything, right? So what is the percentage that you can define to the audience so that they can relate to it and they can replicate the same process for their business as well?
Yeah, you are asking very statistically question the sales guy. Okay, so in the beginning, it was challenging because we were not familiar with the product 100%, what is completely normal, and we didn't know how to overcome objections. So we visit a lot of businesses, and the rate to convert was not very high. Now I actually measure that I'm making ads in the social media. Last month, from 18 demonstrations that I could made, I sold to 6. So it's 33% conversion rate.
30,
Okay,
33%. Yeah. So it's not bad
33%,
actually. It's not bad.
not bad.
From the online ad, it's very good.
Okay, good. That's not bad. My goal is to make 50 or more. Okay, like buy it or leave it, take it or leave it. So I think that now I actually reach to the right formula how to convert people with less time because what I really don't like when they start to think about it and become colder. So I actually find a way to be in a position that okay, take it or leave it. Normally they're gonna take it. So you are asking me a very statistically question, but we are really talking on different times and the where I'm
Right.
at. You know, like now I'm in the best place, and in the beginning it's challenging, obviously.
But again, I
So
think 33% is a very exceptional closing rate. I think, guys, you have to ask this guy how he's doing it. Okay, do you have to go three golden selling points that you open with when you are doing a cold presentation to a business owner? Number one, digital wallets are the future and very convenient. Can do push notifications to every customer that has your digital loyal card. Okay, just give two or three golden selling points that you think is going to work.
we actually skip on a question that I see here from Ayub. How do you maintain prospect educated? This is a very, very, very good question,
Very
and I think
important.
exactly very important. After they sign up and after they pay, okay, what we do, we actually onboard them. We make them a really good training. We recording it, okay. We're recording the training because in the end of the day, they're gonna start to use it, and they might face some challenges or something's going to happen and you will need to give them the technical support. So instead of to spend our time for technical support in the first weeks, we just refer them to the video that we actually wreck it. So very, very good question. This is a very crucial stage if they're going to be successful or not. So please pay attention when you onboard a client, educate him about how to use the system properly. Okay, very good question.
And how much do you think the business
I'm
owners
going to
there?
move on to the next slide if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, please.
Okay, do you want to say something before I move on to the next slide?
Yeah, actually, I just want to ask you one thing that how important is do you give the trial period to your to the businesses, or it is just that pay for it and get onboarded?
Okay, so now we actually change our approach, and whoever want to use our services must to pay for it. There isn't free trial anymore. We only if you pay. Okay, so the process is very simple. A lead comes organically from ads, or I got in touch with him somehow. Demo. During the demo, already start closing. Okay, he pay, move on to onboarding. Doesn't pay, adios. Okay, this is our approach now. We think the time is money, and we need to spend less energy and convert more sales.
And what if the business owner says that, give me for 14 days and then we'll take it forward from there?
We do not make 14 days trial anymore. However, if they do want to make, they are really insisting to make 14 days trial, they can make it. We send them a video that we've created of how to create a card, and they do everything by themselves. If they want our help, our guidance, they need to pay for it.
Wow. I think Lex A. I think she wants she or he wants two or three golden selling points. I think Lex, it's not a you can't have a golden word of selling points or something. It should be always based on the features that you're selling. It should always be based on the future that it can build for that particular business and the statistics. I think that is very important. Gloria is saying we made a sale, great, but now we are waiting for other three businesses that are considering the price. One asks for lower price, how much and how often do you advise to lower price, and also the narrative behind the decision, because otherwise people think that it's easier to lower price anytime they ask. Ariel.
Congratulations for the sale. Tell us who help you to make it, who teach you how to do. Okay. Afterwards, you need to understand a thing. The price is a price, and that's it. If you're gonna start to treat it like it's a flea market, this is how the client's gonna treat you back. So it's very important to give, instead of discount or a better price, to add value. What is the lower price? Okay, this is the lower price. And then you start to explain. This product can bring this, can bring that, gonna give you more value, gonna make you this, and gonna make you that. Let's say they say, okay, give me your lower price. So you can lower them only if they pay for a semester or for a year. What we like to do, if you pay for a year, you get 2 months for free. This is the lower price. And then if you divide it by 12, it's become cheaper. Okay, you don't need to act like a flea market. Okay, you are in a position above them, they are interesting. The price is not an issue if you did your homework and you made a great presentation. In
Great,
matter of fact,
great.
I actually increased my sales last week because I realized that it doesn't matter how much I'm asking them, they're gonna pay. So it's really, it really depends on your mindset. Okay, you want a discount? Pay for a year, no problem. You get 2 months for free, and then you got a yearly plan, no problem.
Great. Gloria is saying that Ariel taught us how to close a sale. Now our meetings go in a completely different flow. We spend less time talking, avoid questions about IT extra. I think I think I think you're getting the right advice. Hi Sebastian, good to see you. Anybody else who has any questions? So that I think Ariel, you can move to the next slide.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, I would like to address what Gloria said. Talk less and sell more. What I all the time like to say, the objection must to come after they pay, not before. If they come before, they're going to start to think, why not? Okay? And this is not what you want. Objections after they pay. Okay,
Right.
so prospecting channels to convert. Walk-ins, okay, natural, local, face-to-face, cold calling, short, relevant, to the point, DMs. By the way, you can create opportunities from Instagram, Facebook. I don't like to use so much, but Instagram, sometimes the owner is the one that responds to messages, especially if it's a small business. Just pay attention to what I said at the beginning, that this business is actually active in the social media. Okay, if you see business that's post something every 6-7 months, not relevant, move on. Okay, this is a good opportunity to convert in the Instagram, by the way. LinkedIn, okay, so use search to identify decision makers. Networking with the right people. An example, I have a client that she's a business consultant, and she said to me, wow, this product can benefit my clients. Okay, perfect. So what I did, I actually create for her a partners program. So every client she referred to us, she actually gonna get a commission. So we have a win-win situation. So if you know business consultants, other marketing agencies, those are the type of people that you want to collaborate. Okay, People that knows business owners, it knows how to avoid the gatekeeper, are easier to sell because they have a confidence in the other person, the third party person, and they can bring this confidence to you. So guys, look for business consultant in your area. You might be surprised what opportunities you can create. Okay. Another prospecting channel, it is to convert organic sales. Why organic sales? For all of you that they are new, by the way, Boomerang Me, I guess, is the only SaaS product in the world that you can get referrals without do anything. Why? Because when you create a card for any business, you actually put your name under the barcode. Are you familiar with this, Amit? And Gary? Gary, of course, you create the product. You put your name, right? Empowered by your
It's
white
very
label brand, correct?
yeah.
What happens is that when you onboard a good client that use it properly, his clients can be business owners as well, okay? And then they start to use the solution, and then they like it, and they think, wow, we can bring it to our business as well. So you can get referrals from clients without to do anything. This is what happened to us, you know? Look for clients when you onboard them correctly. Make sure that they are using it properly because you might be surprised how many business and money you can make out of it. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next slide. Okay, so what actually works are real stories. Okay, for example, I walked into a coffee shop, saw a paper punch card, and said, "You are missing a chance to bring people back faster." Okay, all of us know that paper card is just a piece of paper. You don't know what's the name of the person that's holding it, how many stamps he has, when was his last visit, what he purchased, how much he purchased. You don't know nothing. It's a piece of paper. Okay, so show them a wallet card with their branding and logo. This is a tip, by the way, for all of you. If you are targeting a specific business, you can go on and create a card with Richie or manually with the brand identity. And imagine you compare between a stamp card into the modern card inside of your phone and say, look, you are on the 80s, here is 2025. Where do you want to be? So it's really easy to convert the decision maker to where you want to bring him. Okay? In order to sell Boomerang Me effectively, we must to think outside of the box and to bring extra value. Okay, this is what I'm doing and it works. It's not that complicated. Okay, so this instantly understood how better the customer experience could be. After, it's really easy to book a demo and create an opportunity. Any question regarding to this?
I think I do not have. I think the audience should ask more questions from Ariel. You can't find Ariel every time.
It depends well. If you are in the private group, if you are in the private group, you can find it.
You can find, and yes, you can get access to the private group by going on any of the plan that you want to choose. And right now we are giving 33% off. That is on the quarterly plans, and we have the 4K unlimited plan as well. Choose your plan wisely, and I will suggest you go for the quarterly first. It's a good offer. You can save 33%. Anybody who has any questions, want to ask anything? If no, then we can move to the next slide.
Okay, so how we actually can measure our future success? So we need tools to support our prospecting. Google Sheets, for example, to track leads. We need the Calendly or Google Meet for easy scheduling. You easily can send your link. They can book a call when you are available. By the way, I want to add a pro tip. When you create your calendar, don't make it to be too open. What I mean, don't show that you are available all day long. This will show that you are not working, you don't have a job, you don't have clients, right? So make some
Yeah.
holes in your calendar. Be available for 2 hours, half an hour here, half an hour there, half an hour. This will give you the improvement that you are busy. Even though you are not, imagine someone gonna book a call and will see that all your calendar is available. He will say, what is this company? It doesn't sell anything. So we must to play a game and to trick them. Okay. So when you create your calendar, look busy. Okay, so Canva is a simple branded visualize CRM or notes app, organize interaction, keep it lightweight, focus on conversation, not complexity. So this brings me to what Gloria said. Gloria and I were working together, and from the little she shared with me, she would complicate things during the demo. What happened when we give too much information? the leads start to take us to the wrong places, and we might bring him to a colder place and lose him. So, guys, say less and sell more. The questions, the doubts after they pay. Okay, this is a really, really pro tip for you.
I think yes,
Okay,
the
so
point
follow
right
up
now
like a
is
pro.
not to invest on too much of the tools. I think go with the very basic one, a normal Excel file or something, because right now the focus is to close the clients, not to do the so much into the technicalities. Later on you can do uh, automations and everything, but once you are in a stage where you can invest on the automations. Great. Follow up.
Awesome.
A very important procedure in the when you are going to sell something, you have to do a proper follow up. Ariel, yes, you can start.
Thank you. So we were talking about touch points. Okay, let's say you try to reach out to a lead, or you actually reach out to him and he didn't answer in the time frame you gave him. No problem. Let's follow up like a pro and not like an amateur. Okay, so don't just chase, add value. Sometimes we are thinking, let's send him a message. Did you receive my message? Did you have a chance to read it? No, no, and no. Okay, when we get in touch with the client, the second or the third time must to give value. How we do it? Send a helpful link or an article related to their business, remind them what you solve, and this is an example message. I thought this might be beneficial for your business. Would love to schedule a demo and show you how the software can upgrade your customer experience. So never send generic message like, did you have a chance to read my message? Did you see it? Did you blah blah blah? Did you talk with your sister? No. Send a message like a pro with value. Okay, what I like to do, I send them an article, normally an article that we wrote actually to give even more value. And this is a recommendation for you if you want to open your website, make a blog, look like a professional, act like a professional, and they're gonna get sales like a professional. Okay, so think a little bit outside the box and create opportunities. The final tips and action steps. What I want to ask from you guys is actually to start a conversation, not sales pitches. Okay, don't go straightforward and say, I'm a loyalty program provider, I have this, I increase sales. No, start the conversation. Meet the guy, ask him what are your challenges, know him, make him to trust you. Focus on pain points, not product features. Be consistent, and not pushy. Okay, never ever be pushy. And your CTA for today, who is here with us, start today, pick 5 businesses and start 5 conversations. At least, at least one of them is your next success story. What I'm trying to tell you, that who will take actions will bring results. So this is for you guys. Now, whoever want to ask me questions, feel free. I'm here to hear you out.
Great. I think it was a great presentation. Everything. I think Ariel has cleared everything. I think any of the doubts that you have, you want to ask anything, you can. Do you have a script for emails? I think, Mark, you have
Yes.
Chat GPT to make the scripts. Why do you need any of the script? It's already so old school right now. I think it's better right on Chat GPT with the prompts what you want, how it should be empathetic, it should be whatever you can think of, you can write it with the commands and it is going to give you the perfect email. We are using it for AI Richie as well. Anybody else? I think nobody has any questions, but yes, I think it's very important that he has mentioned as the final tip and action steps is start visiting the locations. 5 businesses you can choose. I think I think Ariel can Ariel, people are asking for your presentation as well, man.
You can watch the video on the YouTube and print the screen.
I think it's like go on Saturdays and Sunday, go for an outing, meet people, meet businesses, wherever you have coffee, talk to them, wherever you have dinner, lunch, whatever, you can talk with them about this particular thing that you are selling. I think it's a very easy process that Ariel, because Ariel is a pro in it, he is explaining it like very easily to you as well. It's a process, but you have to go out and start interacting with the people. Along with people, create businesses. It's not something that is going to be created on the laptop sitting alone. I think that is the
Absolutely.
final line, final punchline. Anything, Ariel, you want to add to it?
I would like to thank you all for being today in the webinar. Next week, we're going to have another webinar about another subject. By the way, if you have any subject or specific challenge you are facing and you want to make a webinar about it, you're more than welcome to reach out and let us to know. And guys, if you are new in Boomerang, you want to sign in, you can use Spring and get 33% off quarterly plans, okay, only for new people. And then we're going to put you in the private school group where you can work together with me, okay, about your approach, how to get better, how to avoid mistakes, and how to make money fast as possible, because time is money, guys. We are almost on Easter, and soon is the summer. This is the opportunity to start to engage and create loyalty programs to local businesses. Okay, so
Great.
once
Thanks a
again,
lot, Ariel. Thanks a lot, Ariel, for your thoughts. It was a pleasure listening you as always. And thanks, Gary, for co-hosting as well. Thanks everybody for staying live with us. And it was a pleasure. We'll be meeting you next week, same time, same place. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you
thank you.
guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.